Welcome back, players. This is Amaya from D&D Fuzzy Tales, bringing you another tale by Joe Bad 2077. In this story, a player tries to get a little too freaky with a bear found in the wild. Let's begin. So, background. I'm the DM for a college group with 6 first-time players and 1 veteran. At this point in the story, the level 3 players are trying to get a plot essential item by completing an Olympic-style tournament, with the item as first place prize. The players don't know which event is awarding it, so they register 1 party member for each event to have a better chance. There are events suited to everyone in the party, from debate to goblin tossing to drinking. The party's 5-year-old child NPC friend nearly won that, to everyone's horror. One of the players is an outlander lizard folk, and a Circle of the Moon druid. The event I wrote for him, and that he registered for, was hunting gathering in the woods north of the city, then preparing a meal with the only things he found. The intention was for him to make a few nature survival checks to track and hunt birds or deer, and gather some berries and herbs. I had no idea how hard this would derail. Towards the beginning of this hunt, I had to find some tracks that he identified belonging to a bear. The intention was to add some danger, especially considering since he's alone and only level 3. He told me that instead of trying to avoid the bear, he was gonna hunt it instead. A bit risky, but I let him. He tracked the bear for a while, eventually finding some urine and, after a great nature check, determined it was from a male. I asked him how he planned to hunt the bear. "I'm gonna wild shape into a female bear and seduce it, then kill it when it lets its guard down." "You're gonna what?" So yeah, that was his plan. The 8 charisma druid was going to go where no lizard folk had gone before. He used his last wild shape. He used his other one earlier in the tournament, to turn into a female brown bear. After a few checks to track his mate, he came across the male bear in a clearing. He neglected to cast Speak with Animals before going bear, and it was too late to go back now, so he tried grunts and performance checks to try and seduce his prey. At this point, I was the most uncomfortable and disappointed I have ever been as a GM. Exasperated, I told him, "Well, roll to bear." He rolled really high, of course. The bear was ready to mate. He let the bear mount him, and right as he got prodded, he changed his mind. He decided to drop his wild shape as a bonus action, circle feature, and uses his action to force an explosive into the bear's mouth. It failed to detonate. The bear spit it out, and then it bit him. So there he was, out of wild shape, alone, and pinned grappled by an angry adult brown bear. So, with no other options, he tried diplomacy. He cast Speak with Animals and tried to convince the bear that they could continue in the bear's den, but only if the bear gave him some meat. The competition was still somehow his first priority. He rolled Deception. 2. The bear rolled an Insight. Nat 1. The bear dismounted and went into his den to retrieve some meat. The smart thing to do would be to book it while the bear was distracted, but he was in it to win it now. The bear returned with a deer leg between his teeth. The druid asked the bear to toss him the deer leg, but was very unconvincing. The bear dropped it between his front paws, assumed a wide stance, and beckoned the druid forward. He slowly walked towards the bear while casting Longstrider on himself. When he reached the bear, he stopped, snatched the deer leg, and ran, taking an opportunity attack to the back that left him with 7 health. Thanks to Longstrider, he had the same speed as the bear as it chased him, and he survived several dex saves on low branches/roots that could trip him or slow him. At this point, a single attack could knock him out, and with no allies to heal him or distract the bear, it would mean certain death. For the first time in the event, both his brain cells fired at the same time, and he finally got a good idea. Instead of trying to run all the way back to the entrance of the woods, he ran through the woods to where he thought another competitor would be hunting. After a few hundred feet, he found someone hunting deer with a bow. The druid called out, getting his attention. The panicked hunter fired arrows at the bear while the bear and the druid barreled towards him. The druid turned around and killed the bear with a scimitar when the bear was at low health. As part of a bribe to not tell the judges that the druid broke the rules by endangering the hunter's life, he let the hunter take the best cuts of meat from the bear. The druid spent the rest of the time gathering berries and recovering from his wounded ego, then returned to the city to prepare his meal. He got 2nd place, losing to the hunter and his high-quality bear steaks. TLDR, a low-level druid tries to hunt a bear by seducing it, then nearly dies facing the consequences of his actions. Well guys, I don't think the Druid thought that one out too well. What do you guys think? Leave a comment below and like if you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching.